Well, if I can start.
Yes.
So at the beginning of the book, you basically said that you had many literary influences when you were writing this book. Could you name one who was maybe the most influential, some author who had the greatest impact on you when it comes to this book and this topic?
Okay, so you read it somewhere, and you should not believe everything you read. So I not always say exactly that, or maybe half an hour later I say something different. I have very different opinions about many things. That is why I'm a writer, because I have many voices in my head. So, yes, I don't think I said that I was influenced by these. When you start writing, you think that you are very original. I always approach the white page thinking that I am a great genius. And I'm going to make something no one ever made ever in the lifetime. And then I start writing, and I keep writing, and suddenly people come to me. It's like I'm writing alone, and then comes this man, old man, and comes and says, and starts peeking over my shoulder, and I'm like, I'm annoyed. But I keep on writing. There comes this woman, maybe she's called Virginia Woolf, and she comes and she says, oh, interesting. And I still am annoyed, but I don't want to be impolite because they are older people. Actually, they are so old that they are dead. They are dead people. And I'm there writing, and more people come. Kurt Vonnegut, with his book, he comes, and he's a noisy American. So this is and I'm really getting annoyed now because I'm wanting to write my masterpiece. I'm writing a great novel. No one ever wrote about that. No one ever wrote like me. And I'm writing there, and then suddenly I have this Argentinian guy, I have this Russian guy, Dostoevsky, I have this Serbian guy, Ivo Andrić, I have all these people, and they are there, and they are all dead, but they are very noisy. And they start commenting. They say, oh, I wrote something similar. And then I stop, I put down my pen, and I said, are you accusing me of plagiarism? And they say, no, you're doing great for a young person. You're doing great, but I actually did something like that 70 years ago. Oh, I did something like that 150 years ago. And then comes another guy, a blind guy. I see it's called like Simpson. Homer Simpson, the one who wrote the Odyssey 2,500 years ago. And he comes and says, I wrote something like that too. And how do you know? You are blind. And this is what happens when you are writing. By the end of the book, because I am a writer that read books, by the end of the book, I start finding that I have family. And I start finding that my idea, I thought it was unique. Slowly, it has lots of connections to everything I read and everything that was there before me. And that is the world, the big family of books. And even if I didn't read this writer, I read this writer who read this writer, so I read that writer. And that is like that. And so, yes, by the end of the book, I tend to realize, I have such a large family. I belong to a family. I'm not unique and alone. I belong to a family of writers, of artists across the centuries. And I also, I don't feel ashamed of that. Actually, I feel proud of that. It's nice to have family. And I sometimes in my books I put in the end the ones I remember. And I say, I thought I was being original, but I find some connections here and there. And sometimes I remember a book that I had forgotten. And by the end of the book, writing helped me remember the other one and that me going on rereading. So influence comes after.